Now on 767 News, government signs contract for high-end luxury hotel in the north of the island as part of tourism master plan. Junior Achievement Dominica raises over $36,000 at annual power breakfast. Monies to go towards advancement of youth. Several weekend activities scheduled as election campaign intensifies. And in sports, Suriname shines at Digicel Kickstart Freeweave3 tournament. Welcome to the weekend edition of 767 News. I'm Alicia George. When 767 News returns, we will bring you news from across the nation. Stay with us.
When you serve your family Chocolisto, they'll be getting a tasty drink. That's good for them, they'll love the taste, so delicious and chocolatey. With vitamin A, B1, B2, B3, and vitamin D. With niacin, calcium, and iron too, they will drink nutritiously. And you will love the value, because Chocolisto gives you great taste and nutrition at a very affordable price. So say goodbye to high prices, and say hello to Chocolisto. An affordable nutrition in a tasty drink. Hot as the fans, right place, right price.
The Court's Ultimate Christmas is finally here. Let's help you bring in the season of cheer. With free gifts and savings galore, at Courts, we always give you more. Shop today. You may get it free. Win a Mabe appliance for under your tree. Buy LG and you can win it too. A smartphone that's curved and thin just for you. Shop with Ready Finance this festive season, and we'll pay your first 2 installments. There's no better reason. With Courts Ultimate Christmas, there's no need to roam. For Courts is always bringing value home.
Say hello to the Digicel DL700, our newest best value Android smartphone with a 4-inch display, front-facing camera, and a 5-megapixel rear camera. It's perfect for snapping and sharing. Plus, it's super fast, so you can play more, do more, and listen more. And choose to download from over 1 million apps in the Google Play Store. The Digicel DL700, the latest addition in the Digicel Android smartphone range. Make the smart choice. Digicel.
First up on the newscast, design and environmental work on a high-end luxury resort at the Cabritz in Portsmouth began today, Friday, November 6, following the contract signing agreement. The agreement for the construction of the resort was signed earlier today by the Financial Secretary of Dominica, Rosamond Edwards, Mohamed Asari, Vice Chairman of Range Development Limited, and Xavier Destrabats, Senior Vice President of the Operations at Kempinski Hotel. Speaking at the contract signing, Prime Minister Honorable Roosevelt Skerrit said signage of the project speaks to the seriousness with which his government makes promises to the nation and the diligence with which it pursues investment and development opportunities for the country.
There is no doubt in my mind that Dominica has a unique and special tourism product. But it is true to say that to simply have a good product is insufficient to generate growth and employment. Government, along with the relevant stakeholders in the sector, must work together to convert this product into opportunities for earning income and improving the lives of our people.
Mohamed Asari, Vice President of Range Developments, applauded the government of Dominica for the various projects undertaken.
I wish I could live in this country. The development which has happened and which is going to happen over the short and medium term is impressive. I applaud the Prime Minister for his vision and salute his development initiatives. The infrastructure, the roads, the geothermal projects, the hospitals, which are all in the short-term horizon, really are a fantastic achievement.
Meantime, Xavier Destrabats, Senior Vice President for Operations at Kempinski Hotel, promised a luxury hotel fit for Dominica's lifestyle.
In Kempinski, we adapt to the local environment, and we will certainly do here, respecting the nature. And we have actually a company called Crean, which makes sure that all our new openings, new hotel, are really following Mother Nature. We Obviously, we will participate with the local team. We will make sure we bring all our know-how from Europe for the training, and we would like to make sure that in Dominica we will have the Kempinski spirit and the European heritage of luxury.
Asari said the contract signed is a continuation of the vision of the Dominica Labour Party, DLP administration, to build a better Dominica. This high-end luxury resort project is funded under arrangements of the Citizen by Investment Program, CBI. It is the first under the government's real estate component of the CBI program, first publicized at the 2013 National Budget Address by the Prime Minister. And a new board of directors was elected to run the affairs of the Dominica Hotel and Tourism Association, DHTA, for 2014 to 2015 following elections on Thursday. Gregor Nassif was re-elected president, Simon Walsh vice president. Vanessa Prevost is the director of membership, Sheldon Bruno, director of finance and fundraising, and Marvin James, director of accommodations. President Gregor Nassif, in his remarks, said the work of the DHTA continues as there are many areas which need attention.
It would be great if one day we could actually be the island to be implementing game-changing legislation and processes and have the rest of the region following us. So I stand here extremely optimistic about Dominica's tourism potential.
Nassif said the DHTA's successes thus far have been limited, although the government recently removed the value-added tax, VAT, on service charge, something the DHTA have been advocating for some time. He is of the view that the next 3 to 5 years will prove to be rewarding for Dominica's tourism if attention is placed in the appropriate areas.
But for us to accomplish this, I think we need breakthrough strategies in three key areas: marketing, product development, and air access.
Nassif added, tourism is an industry that can compete globally, in addition to moving Dominica's economy forward. Other members of the DHTA's board of directors are Ariane Perryman, Director of Tourism Services, Jacqueline Dupany, Director of Related Services, Renee Whitchurch Aird Douglas, immediate past president, and Colin Piper, Permanent Director. Malcolm Bertrand has been elected as chairman of the Doublan-Brioche Village Council for the second term. Bertrand served as chairman on the last council. In his speech, Bertrand said he was always enthusiastic about developing his community, but it had never occurred to him that he would one day become the one responsible for steering the direction of the past council.
This evening, it is my privilege to address you on the two caps. First, as the outgoing chairman, and second, as the chairman to be sworn in. As outgoing chairman of the Doublan-Brioche Village Council, I must admit that the community's expectations for delivery were high, not just of me, but of the council as a whole. Like every governing body, we experienced challenges and setbacks, but I must note that there were definite successes as well.
According to the chairman, during the last term, the council placed focus on the community's assets and sought ways to maximize these assets to benefit the people. Bertrand thanked the outgoing councillors for their support and sincere commitment toward building and enhancing the communities. He said during this new term, the council will continue to focus on the needs of its people in sports and other areas.
There is an obvious lack in the amenities available to sports personnel who come from all over the country to use the playing field. And right now, if you take a look outside, or as you drive by coming here, you will see that the playing field is not in use, or is not able to be used right now.
The chairman said the council has plans to upgrade the community playing field in phases: boat ramp for fishermen, street lights, completion of Dubla Community Center, rehabilitation of roads, and construction of drains. However, Bertrand reminded the villagers that in order to carry out these works, they must first secure adequate funding. Councillors include Chairman Malcolm Bertrand, Kimisha Adams, Shema Muransi, Alice Adams Vahashi, Henry Maurice Sango, Elvis Sabruch, Kirk Dumas, and Grethel Joseph. And after a healthy breakfast and an encouraging speech from Natasha Yeloy Labad, Executive Director of Junior Achievers, J.A. Dominica, announced that the association received over $36,000 at its annual Power Breakfast. Partners were encouraged to pledge as a platinum, gold, silver, or bronze contributor, or as a sustaining partner, event contributor, or in kind. As always, the Power Breakfast was a great success.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give yourself a round of applause. I wish I could have drum rolls. Drum rolls. And this year, 2014, at the second annual Power Breakfast event under the patronage of His Excellency Charles A. Savre, DAH, I must note that because he is a award holder. We, with the support of our dedicated partners, have been able to raise $36,260.
Before reading the amount of funds pledged, Yeloy Labad encouraged those present to give wholeheartedly to the cause.
The passionate that can make the economic education, can make the empowerment, can make the motivation happen.
Junior Achievement Dominica is a non-profit, non-government organization that is dedicated to addressing the social and economic needs of young people. Each year, J.A. Dominica hosts a Power Breakfast event, inviting business partners across Dominica to eat healthy and contribute to the many projects planned by J.A. Herbert Xavier and others, Kenrick Tyson and David Saint-Jean, will appeal their High Court criminal conviction against murder when the Eastern Caribbean Supreme Court of Appeal sits in Dominica from November 10 to 14 at the Parliament Building. Herbert Xavier, along with two of his sisters, Loretta Xavier and Emanuela Williams, were in March 2012 convicted of murdering their brother Harrison Williams in Soufriere on September 24, 2010, and sentenced to 15 years imprisonment. Meantime, Kenrick Tyson will appeal his life imprisonment sentence imposed in March 2012 for murdering Cecile James of Concord between May 9th and 10th, 2009. Portsmouth resident David Saint-Jean, who was sentenced to 25 years in prison in 2012 for the stabbing death of Clement Johnson James of Good Hope matter, will also be heard. Other matters down includes High Court civil appeals, former manager of DBS Radio Marriott Warrington versus DBS Radio, and Thompson Fontaine versus Prime Minister Honorable Roosevelt Skerrit. The list also includes magisterial criminal appeal against conviction, magisterial criminal appeal against sentence, and High Court civil appeals. When we return, a clear sign of general elections as campaigns intensify, and annual Eat Fish Day postponed. Find out why.
You have a sense of style. It's elegant. It's chic. It's modern. It's timeless. At Quartz, we have the widest range of furniture to suit any style, so you're sure to find something that's you. Furniture is fashionable, only at Quartz, bringing value home.
Say goodbye to those miserable diets that leave you hungry and depressed and replace them with Tosh Snacks. Tosh Snacks are low in calories, have less fat, less sugar, and are packed with nutrition. So you always have lots of energy to walk or exercise and remove all those extra calories. Your diet will love the light honey crackers, sesame seeds, chocolate or vanilla wafers, fruit and grain, oats, fruit or granola cookies, oats with chocolate bits, and brand new cracker cereal fusion. No hungry, miserable, or depressed feelings with Tosh Snacks. Ask the fans. Right place, right price.
I made a stupid mistake.
See where it's now landed me.
My baby's now behind bars.
Feels forgotten by society.
It's time for us to make a change.
We must make a change.
To renown Justice Reform Project. project. All of us make a change. Instead of incarceration, y'all, let's try diversion, reform, rehabilitation.
Our youth needs a second chance
Beyond bars, a world that accepts them with open arms.
It's nice to know that you're here.
Just know that we care.
This time we'll do our part. Let's all make a fresh start. It's time for us to make a change.
All of us make a change.
Juvenile Justice Reform Project.
All of us make a change.
Make a change.
The Juvenile Justice Reform Project, a new path to changing lives for good, funded by USAID and the OECS Secretariat.
Welcome back. The development of affordable, efficient, clean and reliable energy will be a major priority for the Dominica Labour Party, DLP, if given another mandate to run the affairs of Dominica following the December 8th general elections. The DLP-led administration over the past 14 years has invested over $54 million on the exploration and development of geothermal energy on the island. Prime Minister and leader of the Dominica Labour Party, Honorable Roosevelt Skerrit, told the nation during a statement to announce the date for general elections this week that the government of France has already given Dominica the commitment to assist in the pursuit of geothermal energy on the island.
With the support of our carefully chosen partners in development, we are on the threshold of producing geothermal energy in commercial quantities by 2016. This will make electricity affordable for lighting up our homes and streets and driving our machinery. Already, the government of France has given its commitment to increasing its investment in this project with a view to supplying electricity to Martinique and Guadeloupe. Cheaper electricity will also boost our manufacturing sector.
Dominica remains plagued with high costs of energy because of the exorbitant cost of fuel. The Prime Minister said this is why geothermal resource development in Dominica is considered to be a national priority. He said the geothermal project is an integral part of the country's growth and social protection strategy, GSPS. And the T's have been crossed, the I's have been dotted, as the Electoral Office, led by Chief Elections Officer Stephen LaRocque, says they are ready for the December 8th, 2014 general elections. He said they have cleaned up the electors' list to the best of their ability in preparations for the historic event. The removal of dead individuals on the list was crucial.
We have verified that these persons are in fact persons who are on our electors' list, and we have removed them. And that took place on during the month of September when we published the preliminary list. We have also had persons come in and update their information, that is the name, the occupation, or what have you. We have also put announcements on the radio asking for persons who want to raise any objections or claims on persons' name on the list. And if my records are correct, I have not received any objections or claims from anyone. So, and the law makes provision for what the process for removing names on the list. So, as it stands, the only removal has been done at depths.
He said although in previous elections there were no reports of voter fraud like usually done, there will be agents of both political parties stationed at every polling station during the voting process. LaRocque said they will ensure individuals do not vote twice during the elections.
So one of the things that we use is the use of indelible ink. That persons who come in to vote, their thumb are dipped in indelible ink. And that ink lasts for some time, so they cannot go and vote in another polling station. And this system has been working for a number of years, as far as we have had since we have had elections.
The Chief Elections Officer added translucent voting boxes which will allow them to see the contents of the box but not what is written on the ballots in the box will be implemented. He said this type of box is used worldwide by other electoral management bodies. And some sad news for Eat Fish Day. This year's Eat Fish Day has been postponed following the announcement of the general elections taking place on December 8th, 2014. The 7th annual event, which was planned for November 9th, 2014 at Qualiho, was regrettably shelved as a result of the intense political campaigning between the Dominica Labour Party, DLP, and the opposition United Workers' Party, UWP. Francis Paul, president of the St. Peter's Fisheries Cooperative, during a press conference on Thursday, said the announcement of the date for general elections on Wednesday has been an obstruction for the event.
as we have heard, there is major events of both political parties, and it would be difficult for us to continue and host the event.
Paul said a 15-man band from Switzerland who wanted to perform at last year's event had already booked their airline flights, while Triple K Global were expected to be the highlight of the day. A number of corporate sponsors also pledged their commitment to the event.
We had various persons would be cooking fish in various forms. I mean, you had the Haitians, the Venezuelans, as we normally have. We were supposed to have some cultural performances. We had a cultural group both in Dublin and Bios.
He said if the event was to be cancelled, the cooperative would be at a loss, as it has spent thousands of dollars purchasing and storing large quantities of fish to ensure adequate supply. Paul added that a date in December for the event is currently being discussed. Last year's Eat Fish Day was a resounding success. And the Division of Culture's Independence Competition was well received as several people were recognized for their contributions. The winners of the Independence 2014 literary competitions were announced at the Cultural Gala on November 3rd. The competitions were in English poetry, short stories, and Creole poetry. Leandra Lander topped the English poetry category with her poem, I Love Her Still, while Ian Jackson copped second prize with his poem, Bosom Buddy. Delroy Williams earned the third prize with his poem, A Woman of Roseau. In the short story category, Michelle Bell captured the first prize with a story entitled Negmawa. Delroy Williams won the second prize with The Bond, and Judith Margaret Alexis copped the third prize with Carnival Nightmare. In the Creole poetry category, the first prize went to Justina Prince. Leandra Lander copped the second prize, while Iris Andre won the third prize. Congratulations to all the winners. 2 days after Prime Minister Honorable Roosevelt Skerrit announced the date of the upcoming general elections, campaign efforts have intensified. Red flags, banners, and billboards have littered communities across Dominica as the Dominica Labour Party, DLP, prepares to contest opposition United Workers' Party, UWP, for the 2015 seat. A lack of blue flags, however, leaves one to speculate. Is it a lack of financing on the part of the United Workers' Party, or is this part of a silent campaign strategy? Whatever the reason may be, the votes of Dominicans from near and far will decide on December 8, 2014, who will be the next Prime Minister of the Commonwealth of Dominica. Registration to vote in the upcoming elections officially closed on Thursday at midnight. Nomination of party candidates will be confirmed on November 19, 2014. Meanwhile, Dominicans can enjoy the campaign activities scheduled for this weekend. On Saturday night, the DLP government will host a concert featuring renowned reggae star Beres Hammond at the Dame Eugenia Charles Boulevard from 7 p.m. There, the party will officially present its team of 21 candidates for the upcoming elections. Also on Saturday, the opposition, United Workers' Party, will host an Artists for Change event from 7:30 p.m. at the Harlem Plaza. Then on Sunday, November 9th, gospel artist Tasha Cobbs, most known for her single Break Every Chain, will perform during a family event in Casabruce from 3 p.m. The latest in sports is coming up next with Larry, so stay tuned.
Swimming? Yeah, I like swimming.
Dancing? Yeah, I love dancing. I love hanging out with my girls. I really miss them. My home.
And football too? I like football. I ain't too good, but I have some skills.
At the same time, I'm scared. What if they don't miss me or care about me?
Oh, yeah, and Papo. He's the first person I want to hug when I get out. But he don't come and see me. I guess he's ashamed.
I'm lost. What if?
For youth offenders, not knowing if we still love them is more than punishment. Give them hope beyond bars.
Good evening and welcome to 767 Sports. We begin tonight's coverage with football. The players from Suriname outperformed their Caribbean and Central American counterparts to claim victory in the prestigious Digicel Kickstart Academy Free tournament held in Jamaica on Thursday. According to Chelsea FC Foundation Senior International Football Development Officer and Digicel Kickstart Academy head coach David Monk, the academy is giving players across the region a chance to prove themselves. He said Suriname emerged as the winning side, surpassing more than recognized regional football giants like Jamaica, Panama, Trinidad and Tobago. He added the Surinamese boys performed really well during the tournament and demonstrated great tactical awareness, which contributed to their victory overall. In cricket, the WICB says Sir Richie Richardson is still the team manager of the West Indies cricket team, contrary to media reports, which said the former West Indies batsman was removed from the post. Richardson was manager of the team when the players withdrew their services from the Tour of India due to a pay dispute with the West Indies Cricket Board WICB and the West Indies Players Association WIPA. The WICB Board of Directors held meetings via teleconference earlier this week to discuss the West Indies Tour of South Africa, and following the teleconference, named Michael Gordon QC as the chairman of the task force, which will investigate the West Indies pullout of the Tour of India. The West Indies Cricket Board has asked the Board of Control for Cricket in India for a mutually agreeable solution over its demand of Pong's $26.2 million. And in more cricket, just weeks after being asked to step down as West Indies Players Association's whipper, head by West Indies one-day international captain Dwayne Bravo, following the ill-fated Tour of India, Wavell Hines is reportedly being sued for defamation by former Barbados cricket manager Hartley Reid. The lawsuit accuses Hines of making false and malicious allegations against Reid during this year's Nagico Super 50 cricket competition. It stems from the highly publicized incident which took place in February and resulted in former Barbados captain Kirk Edwards being sent home from Trinidad and Tobago for refusing to sign his team uniforms. And that's it for tonight's sportscast.
And that was Larry with the latest in sport. That's all the time we have for now. Drop us an email, friend us on Facebook, and be sure to like our 767 News page. From all of us on the 767 News production team, I'm Alicia George, wishing you a pleasant and safe weekend. Thanks for watching.